Ah, hiya guys. First of all, I'd like to apologise. I haven't done a video for about 2 weeks. The reason is I've done a lifetime's worth of stuff in 2 weeks and I just couldn't put a video out. It's been hectic. I've been first and foremost trying to get my rib finished because we had this heat wave come in. I've got another mate who's bought a rib as well and he was getting his done and I had a timeline to hit. I just had to get mine done for the same week as his so we could both go out together. Ironically, we went out in different places in South Wales, but we were still on the same ocean at the same time, which is all that counts. We were going to go around the Gower Peninsula and meet up, but I didn't feel comfortable going too far away from port to start with, because obviously you've got to put every vessel needs sea trials, and my boat had sea trials this weekend just gone, last weekend just gone. I took her out on Saturday, left her in the marina Sunday and Monday. I did have a horrendous incident on the Monday, and I'll talk to you about that. I haven't got it on video, but I'll describe to you what happened, and I'm telling you now. I've been in a lot of dodgy situations in my military career, a lot. But this could have been tragic. I'm not even joking. I've been shot and blown up. But I was pretty close to death on Monday, I think. But I'll talk to you about that when we go into the shed and I'll show you the boat. And I am super stoked that the boat's 100% finished, 99.9% finished. There's one more thing I got to do to it, which I'll show you. But I'm waiting for something to come into in the post. Ordered it weeks ago. It has not stopped me taking the boat out, but it's stopped me doing any kind of distance, because I'll talk about that later on. But anyway, I got koi to talk about. We've got an update to do. Like I said, we've got a koi. Sorry, I'm soaking wet. I've been making a sprinkler system for the garden. I'll show you in a minute. I'm home alone. I've got about 4 or 5 days on my own. My wife and my son is down in Kent, so I've been deep cleaning the house, doing stuff around the garden. And do you know what, guys? Let's go through this. So, Lincolnshire Fish Farm, Health and Laboratories. So the report I got a while ago, this was in April, I got this report, and it came back that what I had wrong with them was Eromanus. Anyway, that was the bacteria I had. I had a certain amount of basically treatments that I could have had. Couldn't get them anywhere, because this from that lab is not actually a you know, a prescription from a vet. Even though she's a doctor of what she does, I went down to loads of vets, I couldn't get them. Since then I had to put a couple of fish down because I couldn't get the treatments quick enough, i.e. Baytril or a few other bits and bobs that would have worked as well. Couldn't get it at all. Hence a few of my fish has passed on. I got given a number to phone from one of my subscribers from Newport. You know who you are, Simon. I thank you, sir. I finally did get hold of Sophie. I'm not going to put any last names in this, but I got hold of Sophie. I got palmed off left, right and centre for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then I made a little bit more of a sterner phone call. I said, listen, if these fish don't get treated this week, I'm going to have to put them down. You've got a bit of a duty of care because you're a veterinary service, so come on, pull your finger out. I realise you're busy, but surely, you know, you've got 30 minutes to an hour for me over the course. Well, you know, I've asked you to come out for the last 2 weeks. So anyway, someone came out today, a fantastic vet called Lance from Pembrokeshire. Come down, cost me 200 quid. Well, it was 180 quid, but I was so happy with him that I give him a beer money. So he came down, give me some Baytril. I've got the medication in my fridge at the moment. He showed me how to administer the antibiotic, which is obviously just to the rear of the dorsal fin. We've weighed the 2 fish. He's done the correct dosages for me. The pond's currently at 26.1 degrees all the way through. The heat source air pump keeps it at that in the evening as well. And he goes pretty much at that temperature. The fish will get rid of the antibiotics every other day, I guess, because it's a nice good temperature for the fish to work with this antibiotic as well. So he's advised me to do it every other day. I have 5 more syringes, so that's probably, you know, like 10-12 days worth of antibiotics. And he said, fingers crossed, it should be good. It should, you know, we should get somewhere. I do need to order some more koi sedate. So I'm absolutely buzzing that that's happened, and it couldn't have come at a better time, because these little guys are feeding really well at the moment, and they're going to be putting some real size on soon. So I just don't want to lose any more fish, basically. I need to get another chargoy in there. I'm really looking forward for I want a real good bloodline chag. So if anyone can recommend a Japanese koi farm where I should source a chag from, that's what I want. I want a really lovely deep green colour, greeny gold colour. You know, I don't want it to get massive, to be honest, because I don't like when you've got a massive chag in the pond. I want it to be able to grow, but not too big. And I want it to be a character. I want it to be a nice, friendly fish. So yeah, so that's what I've got. That really did actually help Lance the vet determine what to give the fish. So that's good. So I'll pick you up now. We'll have a walk around, talk around what I've done to the pond in the last couple of weeks. I haven't done a load, but things have started to mature on. And I need some advice. I always need some advice because I'm a new koi keeper. So let's go. So guys, what I'm going to say is, the pond's looking fine. So water parameters are very good. I do have to put some bicarb in every week just to keep the pH to 7.5. I got a new tester kit the other day. It's not too bad, but it always takes you a little bit of time to get used to a new tester kit. I really like the box. I know that sounds petty, but it's a plastic box. What is it, a JRB? I can't remember. I'll show you later on. But I like the box. It's plastic, doesn't get wet. All the other ones, I really like NT Labs test kit, but I know it sounds stupid, but the box is just destroyed after a couple of checks. Do you mean? Because obviously it's for checking water params. Why would you put something that's not water repellent? Why would you make a package this? Right, not as much use as a chocolate fire guard. But anyway, so the koi is looking good. As you can see here, so my lid's come back, guys. I've had that lid custom made. As you can see, it hasn't got the holes cut onto the side of the lid, because it's bespoke made for me, that one is, because obviously my pipe work goes up the middle. I've still got a bit more media to get from that, but I'm hoping to get it when I go to the Nationals. I do like to, I'm holding back until the Nationals to get it. And I'm holding back really to get a chag from the Nationals. That'd be really nice. So let me swing you around again. I'm going to turn the whole GoPro around. Yeah, so as you can see, I bought it. I've still not even set it up. It's there, but it ain't set up. I have got a load of problem though with I've got loads of algae. Mate, the sun's so horrendous. There's algae on this everywhere. I do give a bit of a clean every now and again, but I seriously think that I need to do an algae treatment. So if anyone can suggest a nice algae treatment for this water, I'll actually purchase it later on, or as soon as someone gives me some advice. Currently I'm still using my Sakai Fish Farm sinking food. Secret recipe of champions. Secret recipe of champions. Up on my balcony I've got some floating sakikari, high growth, well, high protein, so I use that every now and again. I chuck it down. I'm feeding them quite a lot, mate. They're, you know, the water params are good. There's only 5 fish in there and they are hungry. I'm telling you, they are very hungry. So I do want to treat the pond for algae. So guys, let me know what is the best one to get, and I'll do that. But yes, the fish are hopefully going to get a lot better. So basically these two fish here, the two big ones, they've got very poorly bottom lips. I don't know if you can see it then, but I can't close it. I've been treating them topically for the last, you know, well, basically just I've just slowed it down. It's not healing at all. So I'm preventing it from getting worse, but it just ain't healing. So I've had to get the big guns in, and we're doing injections, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 70s. Proper buff, I tell you. Do you want to have a look in the filter house? Why not? Oh, I've got something new in there. So, coming into the filter house. Oh, look at this. Bamboo is luscious. We're watering the whole garden. Oh, look what I've done there. So, I've got an old hose pipe, which is all the way across there. And I've just punctured loads of holes into it. And it just keeps all the grass. It's sort of like, it goes all the way through. It just basically waters everything in the water. I turn a little tap on up in the corner. Boom. And I can forget about it. And it waters. Just how I like it. Right, in the filter house we go. So, that's where I keep my bicarb, because I've got no room up there at the moment. Filter is looking pretty good. Getting a lot of build-up of algae on the inside here. This has been known to actually overflow. You can see the water levels there are slightly different. So what I am going to do, I am going to initiate a clean to show you guys how I actually do it. So what I'm going to do is, let me put my bicarb actually on the floor. But another thing I've done, guys, because my skimmer now draws in off the 3000 Vari pump through there into the shower, I had nowhere to put my literally nowhere to put my UV. So what I've done is I've gone and bought a lightsaber. So I bought one of these that I just kind of leave in there. Basically, I suppose you do a similar kind of thing with a drum, but I could actually drill a hole through this. I could drill a hole through here, or you know, yeah, I could drill a hole through a thing, but I just left it there. It's doing no harm. I do need, let's put this back on. It's my timer. Oh my gosh, strength of the bit. Oosh. So I do need to make this a bit tidier. It's just I've been stressed doing the boat and stuff. Yeah, so I've been stressed doing the boat. I've actually upgraded the finally, I've got an isolation switch and all that kind of stuff. This is working lovely. This is for the bottom drain air pump. So it's just randomly placed so the fish get a bit of, well, I don't know, variety. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this. So the first thing I do is, cleaning cycle, is I kick that down by foot, turn off the pump up there, whacking this in there, bosh, bosh. And what I do is, I don't bother putting that thing in, because I basically, when this is empty, what I do is, obviously you get a load of back fill in there, but what I do is I open this up and I purge the drain straight out. Oh, I've also got a big blue, guys. I've upgraded to a big blue, which has made a massive difference. The trickling's constantly there. I'll leave that one bubble away there and have some fun. Turn that off because we can save electric and save a branch. Right, coming down, coming down, coming down. Run the gauntlet of the watering system. So this, guys, hasn't really moved. I have started to do the bottom drain, so I ain't totally been doing nothing there, but this is going to be back on the cards in the next week or two. Oh. Right, guys, here we are. So if you would like to see a thing of beauty, let me spin you around. Dun, 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 dun. So there she is, guys. There is my completed rib. Don't look at this. This is just dirt from the slip. So everything has been done. I can't even describe to you what I have done to this boat. I have done every single thing. All the electrics is in here. Ta-ta-ta! We've got the cut switches, we've got the hydraulic steering, we've got everything in there. We've got a whatever radio for the Coast Guard. That's my pump that we don't need at the moment. We've got my Ray Marine GPS system. We've got all my electrics, rev counter, tilt trim, isolation switch on that side. So guys, at the moment what I'm doing is, this is what I was on about. So at the moment I'm using that tiny 12-litre tank out the way just to do the sea trials. However, I've got a black 80-litre tank which is going to fit basically in there, and all you can see is like the little plastic thing coming out there. I'm going to have a filler cap there, so that will hold a load of juice, and trust me, I'll be able to go out all day. But yeah, so there she is, motor's all mounted, engine turns like a charm, everything turns perfect, fuel filters, bilge pump, we've got all the lights on, we've got everything done. Everything is done. Brand new stainless steel, well not brand new, but new to this engine, stainless steel prop. I've even put some, let me go around this side guys. I've even put some, this is for my GPS. These are trim tabs here. So this gets me up on the plane load quick. Yeah, so that gets me up on the plane very quick. Let me just move this out the way and we will turn you back around. So here we are. So if I turn on this, that's my bilge pump. pushing out that last remaining little bit of stuff. We turn it off. Right, so if I turn on, that's my GPS system here, which is just booted into life, which is amazing by the way. We have the navigation lights, boom. So we've got the port, we've got the starboard on the other side, and we've got the running light or anchor light on the top. When it gets dark, we've also got, boom, the big guns. That's for nighttime fishing only. Let's turn these off. Trust me guys, the engine starts at the flick of a key. We have, oh actually, it's the isolation, okay, the isolation unit is closed, but we got tilt on the thing, everything. Let's turn this on. Boom. And there she is guys. So basically what you can see here is our location, and then what we got there is a fish finder basically, and depth gauge chart. I've got a few other bits and bobs on here. It's a really good system to be honest. So we've got a sonar chart, we've got down vision, so you can split the screens. You can just have the charts and stuff, or you can actually press that and we can split the screen. So that's the down vision. Okay, so let's turn the GPS off. Good night, Irene. Bilge pump off. Yeah, guys, what else can I say? What I'll do is, what I'm going to do is I'll put a little tiny bit of footage of the boat going correctly at a normal speed, and I'll also put some footage. No, I didn't catch it on camera, but I'm going to tell you a little story what happened to me and my mate. Right, so first things first, let me explain. When you are sitting on this boat, it's like a jet ski. You have, this is called a cutout cord. So this is attached to you at all time. So what happens is, if you fall off this boat, right, that literally cuts the electric off in there, okay? Old Mong here didn't have that attached for one part of the day. For one reason or another, I don't know, because I was jumping in, I was swimming, I got back in. Thank God, only me and my mate was on there. Mike is a strong lad, loves the gym, lives for it. Mike was sitting to the rear here, and he was holding on to basically these on each side, and this. He was holding on to these like for dear life, basically. Because believe it or not, that is a 90 horse Mercury outboard. The boat is only rated for a 60 horse. So that's a lot bigger than should be on this boat. Consequently, the boat flies. So the rib is 4.8 meters with a 90 horse Mercury engine. I'm not quite sure how fast it will go top end, but we got it, I got it up to about 50 knots, which I believe 50 knots, that's 55. That's nearly 60 mile an hour, I think. And she's got more in her, a lot more in her. So basically, it's hard to explain, but when you're going flat out with the engine, if you can go flat out and the engine over revs, so it revs past where it should be, so that engine will rev to about 6,000 RPM. When you're going flat out with the throttle and your engine will go past 6,000 RPM, you have to change the propeller to a different pitch. I've got an 18 pitch stainless steel propeller on that, so what I have to do is probably go up to a 21 pitch propeller, which will put more strain, make the engine work harder. So when I'm going flat out, the revs and the performance, the revs will stop when you're flat out because the engine is under more pressure, it's working harder, it's under more strain. But that being said, a bigger pitch prop, so what happens is, if it's a 21 inch prop, for every one revolution of the prop, it will push your boat forwards 21 inches. At the moment, I've got an 18 inch prop on, 18 pitch prop on. So every one revolution pushes my boat 18 inches. So you can imagine, 18 inches is here, 21 inches is there. So when I've got a 21, pitch prop on there, it's going to be going faster again. I've got no problem with pickup on this. Obviously, theoretically, it'll make you a slower 0 to flat out time. It doesn't worry me about this thing. This boat is so light that when you put your foot down with this accelerator, it is absolutely scary. It launches in the air. It's a beast. You've got to feather it slowly to get on the plane, and it goes. So basically, guys, what happened was, I was sitting at the front, standing up on the boat, driving it. My mate was behind me. We were doing about 30 knots. I was quite happy. It was a lovely flat day. Mike prodded me. How fast does it go? Me, like a child, went, let's see then. Floored it. The boat was doing 45, 50 knots. You know, we're talking 50 mile an hour plus. There was another boat in front of us, and we were about a mile out at sea now. There was another boat in front of us. I decided to hit their wake at a perpendicular kind of angle, kind of a strange angle. Well, the boat just launched. The boat launched in the air, and I mean launched. The whole boat and the prop was out of the water for sure. It nosedived in then. Obviously, the hull dug in a strange area, catapulted us one way, jumped again, landed again, hit the wake again, a really strange angle, and I came out. I came out of the boat at 50 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour, whatever it was, might have slowed down a bit. And I came out of the water, and all I can remember thinking is, shit, I haven't got the cut switch off, the cut cord. What a fool, like, do you mean? Bear in mind, I'm military, I should know better than this. Such a rookie mistake, I couldn't believe it, right? But like I said, we were swimming, I didn't plan on going fast, we were just trundling back. One thing led to another, peer pressure, how fast will it go? Mike's fault, really. By saving grace, Mike actually managed to hold on, ended up on the floor down here, right? So he hit the floor so hard, if you can see there, all of the bolts have come out because he smashed this bar, but he stayed in. Stopped the boat. I had to swim about 150, 200 meters to the boat by the time it stopped. So, moral of the story, guys, is be totally super safe, because if Mike had to come out of that boat, the boat would keep on going until it ran out of fuel, whether it hit the beach, the rocks, or just kept going to Cork in Ireland. I don't know, but it was a massive eye-opener, and I realised a boat this small at those highest speeds is super twitchy, and every single tiny, boat, a wave ripple really affects this boat maximum. It's super twitchy. It's super fun. It turns on a 5 pence piece, and it goes and it gets there quick. But man, it's really twitchy. It's really sensitive to any kind of water change. So yeah, I'm so glad my missus was well, I wouldn't have gone that fast with anyone else on the boat anyway, apart from. Anyway guys, that's about enough from me today. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like it, please subscribe. I promise I'm going to put more videos out, and we'll do some great videos on the boat, and we'll do a healing process as well, see what the fish is like over the next week. So I'm going to do one possibly the weekend again. We'll see how they're progressing, how they're healing. I really want this to happen. I really want this to work. This is going to be, well, I don't know. It's really gonna depress me on the pond side of things if it doesn't work. But I just want it to get all sorted so I can start introducing a few more fish. I don't want that many more fish, but I'm going to the Nationals, and I'm also going to the Bayer Koi Farm on the 31st of July. So if anyone else is going, if anyone else is in that competition, I am buzzing for it. I am buzzing for it. I can't wait. And I really want my koi to be good for introducing that kahaku that hopefully I'm going to have first pick of. I've never won anything in my life. But anyway, whatever fish is going to be from the Bayer Koi Farm is going to be spectacular. That means spectacular in Spanish, right? Yeah, so thanks for watching. Stay safe. England, you're so lucky because you're not wearing masks. In Wales, we've still got to wear them. I am hopefully going to get my second jab this week. Hopefully it's not going to affect me as much as the first one did, because the first one put me on my ass for 12 hours. The worst hangover headache in the world, and it was a right slap in the face because I wasn't even drinking. I was furious. And my missus was away in Kent that weekend as well. Crazy. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of video footage of the boat up after this. So, hasta la vista. I'll see you again very soon. Ciao.